Welcome back to another class on Dalet Amot shel Halacha. Ein lo Kadosh Baruch Hu be'olamo ela arba Amot shel Halacha belvad. We are in the Chazorah program. This will be part 13. Lenohogim lahachmir shelo lishtod mikosha birkat hamazon b'suda shelishit shenimshecha ad moti Shabbat. For those that have a custom to be stringent, not to drink from the kosher bracha, where they bless Birkat Hamazon on, from the third meal which continued into after Shabbat, u'mishi'irim et hakos lahavdalah, and now they're going to leave this cup of wine for Havdalah. Yesh omrim, there are those that say, she'im avdelim al hakos shebirichu ala Birkat Hamazon, if they're going to do Havdalah on that same cup that they bless Birkat Hamazon on, Ra'ui sheyavdilu kodem tefilat Arvit. It is preferable that they should do the Havdalah before they daven Arvit. Kedei shelo lahafsik kol kach ben Birkat Hamazon leben ha'Havdalah. In order not to make a big interruption between Birkat Hamazon and the Havdalah. Now, if we guys remember, we spoke about that lechatchila, when do we want you to do the Havdalah? Before Arvit or after Arvit? We want you to do the Havdalah always after Arvit. If you guys remember, we saw that in the Biur Halacha. However, comes Rav David Yosef Shlutan, he tells us over here that even though there's that concept that you should always do Havdalah after Arvit, in this situation per se, we're going to tell you, do the Havdalah closer to Birkat Hamazon and only then go ahead and pray Arvit. Because what's going to end up happening? If, for example, if I'm going to do Birkat Hamazon kosher bracha, and I'm that type of person that is stringent, I'm not drinking from this cup because I'm not accustomed to doing Birkat Hamazon and kosher bracha throughout the weekday or other times of Shabbat or Yom Tov. So now I decided to go ahead and do during Suda Shlishit. After we have finished our meal, now I want to go ahead and do Birkat Hamazon on the kosher bracha. Can I drink from it? According to the stringent opinion, he said you shouldn't drink from it. From there we saw some have the custom to bless on it, but leave it for Havdalah. So this is this type of person that we're speaking about now. So it comes out of here that if I'm blessing Birkat Hamazon kosher bracha, since I'm stringent not to drink from it, what am I going to do? I'm going to leave it over for Havdalah. Comes Rav David Yosef Shlutan, he says, when you're going to leave the same cup for Havdalah, when should you pray the Arvit prayer? After Havdalah or before the Havdalah? He says you should pray the Arvit prayer after Havdalah. Why? Since the Birkat Hamazon was done on this course, and Havdalah is going to be done on this course, if I'm going to do Birkat Hamazon and then I'm going to pray Arvit, and then only am I going to do Havdalah, I have a very big pause from Birkat Hamazon to Havdalah. So that's what he tells you. Do Birkat Hamazon on the kosher bracha, and then immediately jump into Havdalah. Not to have a very big interruption from Birkat Hamazon till Havdalah. Even though, like we saw in the Biur Halacha, even though lechatchila we want you to daven Arvit first and only then Havdalah, in this case it's different. Continues Rav David Yosef, and he says, Verak im mavdalim al kos achen, and only if you're going to do Havdalah on another cup of wine. I did Birkat Hamazon on this course, but I can't drink it, so I'm going to leave it for later. I'll drink it after Havdalah. But now I want to go ahead, let's say, and I want to go ahead and I want to take another cup of wine, and I'm going to do Havdalah on this cup of wine. If you are already using 2 cups of wine, then we're not concerned that there's a very big separation from Birkat Hamazon to Havdalah, because you're using a different cup. So over here, the Rav David Yosef Shlutan tells you that when you bless Birkat Hamazon on this cup of wine, put it down. Go daven Arvit, then come back and bless Havdalah on this cup of wine, and only after you finish, drink from here, and then go back and drink from that cup of wine that you blessed Birkat Hamazon on. And only if you're doing Havdalah on another cup, Itpalelu Arvit Tichila, you should first daven Arvit. This is the first opinion. V'yesh omrim, and there are those that say, Shebechol inyan yesh lahagdim tefilot Arvit lehavdalah ala kos. In any situation, you want to go ahead and proceed with the prayer of the evening first, and then you want to go ahead and do the Havdalah on the cup of wine. Whether you're doing Birkat HaMazon on the kos shel bracha, and then you're going to do Havdalah on that same kos, or whether you're going to do Birkat HaMazon on one cup of wine, and then you're going to do Havdalah on another cup of wine, according to this Yesh Omrim, they say it doesn't matter. I don't care which situation you give me. Arvit always comes first, and only then you're going to and only then are you going to do Havdalah. So let's see that one more time. V'yesh omrim, and there are those that say shebechol inyan, in any situation, yesh lahagdim tefilat Arvit lahavdalah ala kos. You should proceed with the evening prayer before doing the Havdalah on a cup of wine. So you're going to end up doing Arvit first, and only then go ahead and do the Havdalah. Nevertheless, Ra'ui shelo yafsiku yoter midai ben Birkat HaMazon she'al hakos leben ha'Havdalah v'shtiyat hakos. Whichever opinion you want to follow, Rav David Yosef Shlita tells us that it is correct, it is proper that one should not make an interruption more than he has to between Birkat HaMazon on the cup of wine and the Havdalah on the cup of wine and the drinking it. So that means whether you want to go like the first opinion, which is not a problem, that if you're going to go ahead and you're going to do Birkat HaMazon on the cup of wine, and now you want to go ahead and do Havdalah on that same cup of wine, and then you want to drink it, and now you want to go down Arvit, fine, you can do that. But if you want to go like the other opinion that says, no, Arvit always comes first. If that you want to go like that, doesn't matter. That say that no matter how you look at it, Arvit always comes first. First you're going to go ahead and do Arvit, and then you're going to do Havdalah. But in that situation, Rav David Yosef is telling you that whatever you do not postpone it more than you have to, the Havdalah from Birkat HaMazon. ומכללם של דברים יש ללמוד שאם אוכלים סעודה שלישי במקום אחד, we can learn out like this, that if we are eating the third meal in one place, ולאחר מכן מתפללים תפילת ערבית במקום אחר, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to daven Arvit in another place, ומבדלים על הכוס במקום שמתפללים ערבית, and we're going to do Havdalah on the cup of wine in the place where we're davening Arvit. Im yivaruchu Birkat HaMazon ala kos, if you're going to bless Birkat HaMazon on the cup of wine, below shishiyatu mimenu, without drinking from it, ולאחר מכן ייקחו את הכוס למקום שמתפללים ערבית ומבדלים, and afterwards you're going to take this cup of wine to the place where you're going to daven Arvit, and then you're going to do the Havdalah on it. This doesn't help. שיחשב הכוס גם לכוס של ברכת המזון וגם לכוס של הבדלה. This is not going to help you to tell you that you have one cup, one for the Birkat HaMazon that you blessed on that cup, and also now one for the Havdalah that you're going to do on that cup. It's not going to help you. This cup is considered to only be the cup for Havdalah alone. Nevertheless, but if the two places are in one building, in one house, you're just going from one room to another room, you don't have to be concerned so much with this halacha. So comes Rav David Yosef and he tells you like this. When do we say that whole rule that when I'm doing Birkat HaMazon on the kos shel bracha, and now I want to go ahead and do Havdalah on the kos shel bracha, so basically I have two berachot on one cup of wine, when does this rule apply? As long as you are in the same house. But what happens if you had Sudah Shilishit at home? Now you said Birkat HaMazon on the cup of wine, but you're that type of person that is stringent and you're not going to drink from it. So you want to go ahead and you want to do, for whatever reason, you want to do the Havdalah in shul. So you're going to take the cup of wine with you to shul. Now you want to go ahead and you're going to do Havdalah over there. When you're doing the Havdalah there, it's considered that you're only doing Havdalah on the kos shel Havdalah. You're not doing Havdalah also on the kos shel bracha, where Birkat HaMazon was also blessed on it. It's only considered to be for one thing, only for Havdalah. However, what happens if you went ahead and you, let's say you had Sudah Shlishit in the shul in the basement, but then you're that type of person that doesn't drink from it. So now you have to go back to the main shul where you're going to daven Arvit. So you daven Arvit, and you take the cup with you. Now you're going to do Havdalah in the main room. But it's two different rooms. No problem. Over there we're going to tell you don't have to be so much concerned. Over there we're going to tell you that this cup you have over here, the blessings of Birkat HaMazon, and also you have over here the blessing of the Havdalah on it, and it's considered to be one cup for two things. Rabotai, again, just to elaborate on this point, why is it so important to have the Birkat HaMazon, the kos shel bracha? Like we explained before from Masechet Berachot. If you're going to tell me now that there's no blessing of Birkat HaMazon in this cup, that means that person, he lost all the blessings that was supposed to come to him. Because the whole point of doing Birkat HaMazon and kos shel bracha is not only are you praising Hashem and giving Him thanks the proper way, but at the same time, why is it called kos shel bracha? Because all the birachot are there.